All right, today is January 3rd, 2024. A lot today. A lot. A lot over the last few days. Really has been. Um, yesterday, I was in North Canton. Oh, and of course, a riffraff had showed up and yelled out, well, what on earth is going on with Karens? Well, they were only supposed to make fun of it. The Photoshop I'm washing, yeah. That they keep making fun of people for. Yeah. Some ladies like, too bad. They already taped these people saying they took Dave and they were going to make sure no one would see of him ever again. And they've already taped him saying that. And he's gone. Okay? Well, they also taped them admitting a shower scene in the other room done on purpose to make me look weird, and they drugged me and told me to say it before. Okay, this is going to come down to the point. I was talking to this one lady. Found out she used to be CIA. My brother-in-law used to be CIA when he was alive. She said, most of the people that are CIA usually they end up passing. Unfortunately, they put their lives at risk to keep our government safe and our reality of what we live safe, and we don't realize the cost that it costs them. I had told her a little bit about my ex, and the different things that had happened. I told her about my ex buying that girl from Japan, taking off, acting crazy, and da 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 da, and they hadn't seen it, or haven't heard from him, and taken off, and I think the cartel got him. And I had already told her they tortured me. Okay? She looked at me and said, well, what do you care? What does this do? I said, well, not only does he owe my alimony. I thought, haven't you been listening? They tortured me. They sold videos of it. I told you that. That's why I care. They got away with raping me and torturing me, crushing my head in and almost murdering me, and selling videos of it. That's why I care. Now they got another woman from a different country, and they could be doing it to her, and they've sold over 1,000 children. I mean, I was so mad, trying to control my temper. I looked at her, I said, you know they killed 2 of my coworkers. And they laughed in their face. I said, that's why I care. She looked at me and she said, you know what? She said, the government could mark these people, because they're terrorists, as so dangerous. They send out snipers. And they'll just take them out because they're marked too dangerous to be out. And they'll take care of it themselves. And they'll just mark them too dangerous. And they'll take them out themselves. And she said, those kind of orders can come down before the end of the month. Stuff like that. These people get marked that dangerous. The government will just take them out. Okay. Now, we need to talk about what they said about Dave. Where they said they taped them saying that they took Dave. The same they said. The time is done here. We at least got Dave out of this. And the time has ended here. You make sure no one sees of him ever again. And then we can leave. And a lot of people laugh. For Ravenna. For when the time, how'd it go? For when the time comes to an end, it's for who makes it out alive. Something of a pocket watch. Closing. For we all know about that one guy. We all know about it. He thinks it's funny trying to kill people. We all know about him. And he thinks it's funny killing people. And we all know about it. For it's nothing but a real case of how to get away with murder. March 1st of 1519 in a legally locked house. They were saying that kind of crazy stuff in 19. And people were dying and disappearing. For who makes it out before the time ends? And who makes it out alive before the time runs out? The time has come to an end here. We're moving on. We at least got there. Make sure no one sees of him again. I'm telling you, someone needs to check my... I told you, I already think I know where if he is alive. Him and that girl hiding from the government and everything. I think I know where he is. I've already said I sent it into the police, the CIA, the NSA. Somebody needs to go look and see if he's hiding at that place I think he is. Okay? Because where's he going to live? And I'm telling you, he was not planning on keeping that girl. Okay, he made at least $10,000 a month. He made $120,000 a year. Okay, you have a 20-year-old wife that you just spent all your money supposedly on, that you bought like a puppy, paid for a wedding. You never met her. You bring her back. Why wouldn't you want to make sure she has the best clothes, the best house? You can afford to take her back to Japan to see her family. And then you want to set her up that if you die, she's very well taken care of. Why would you quit all your jobs and have no income and want to go down to $1,500 a month? $1,500 a month. I pay $670 to live here. Little tiny apartment. Do you know his house payment up there is like $1,400? That's his whole income. Do you know what time I pay my rent, my water, my electric? You might as well say $900 to $950 to live here. And you only got $1,300 to $1,500. That's not enough to support her. She's an illegal. She can't work here. And why would you want to make sure she was well taken care of? See what I mean? He wasn't planning on keeping her. When he went over to get her, if he was planning on quitting his jobs, he wasn't planning on keeping her. He was going to sell her when he got back. He's part of the Mexican drug cartel with Pete and Michelle. I told you, Dave was dating Michelle. That's where that old guy was saying that crazy crap. In 17, when I had Lincoln, in Perry Township, it was one of her family's gangbangers. That old guy followed me around. She was, that's where the attempted break-in, then the early 18, the follow her ending, the attempted kidnapping, attempted carjacking. He was already dating her. In 17, that's where the money disappeared. That's where the attempts on the life. That's where the drug cartel started fighting, and where they said that Pete and Michelle framed me instead of killing me. That they used me as a pawn. I'm worthless to them. They're just gonna murder. So they let people abuse me in front of people, take videos of it, and let me use it as a pawn, and then tell everybody not to tell them. These people around here are such nitwits and nimrods. They call them idiot people. They're mindless drones. They told these people it's a bet between two gentlemen. They're drug lords. They're using her as a pawn. They made everything up on her. They told him that their bets are one could be so cruel to her they could push her to suicide. The other one said that he could steal everything she had in life and have other people help participate. Then further on, that Strange had ordered them later on that he wanted that no man's to ever want me again, and that if I left Davis, to make sure that they were to make sure I had nothing, even though I worked for everything, and if they had to, whatever they had to do it. Okay, and that's where weirdos keep showing up and been yelling out the drug lord's pets and threats. And like some lady said, we looked it up. Those are the drug lord's pets. And we have been the ones making it happen, whatever they say. Everybody stop saying stuff to her and everybody stop. It's been us making it happen. I know they follow them like they're mindless drones. Yes, master, we will behave. Yes, master, we will do what we're told. Yeah, like Charles Manson, Groovies. They tell them, we photoshopped everything. We made everything up on her. Go drug, beat, and rape her again. Sell videos of it. Now go make fun of her. Okay, we'll make fun of her. They're human trafficking. They're selling kids. Don't tell them. Yes, master. We'll go make fun of her instead. It's been that kind of crazy shit. Then, they're gonna go have men break in and rape her and go make fun of her for doing it. Yes, master. That kind of stuff. Mindless drone kind of stuff. They crushed her skull and go make fun of her for having a head injury. Yes, master. Get the idea? They tortured her, go make fun of her. Yes, master. Oh, they killed that lady's family member. Go make fun of her, too. That they cut her up in pieces while they murdered her. Yes, master. And then they go follow you, make fun of you. Don't tell on us. Yes, master. They don't have minds of their own. These people around here are that fucking stupid. That fucking stupid. Oh, we'll give you hush money. Yes, master. You know, they even said people realize how pathetic they've been acting. They promised all these people big money, hush money, to come harass me, to come help, and they were going to make quick, easy money doing it. And then they found out when everybody was talking where they said they were buying them TVs, jewelry, gas, even money not to say anything. Nobody got a dime. They pawned them too. Pawned them in to helping out in their big scam. Where they used me as a pawn for everybody to go at. They pawned them into helping out. And they never gave them a dime. Never. The only ones that made money off of this is the drug traders and the human traffickers selling people. And drug trading. And that FBI agent while stealing my money and selling the log and the technology of the case. The criminals made the money. And they didn't share with the Nimrods that were, yes, master. But no, seriously, that thing what they said to Dave, they said it in 18 and 19. For when the time runs out, that's who makes it out alive. And when it closes, it's over. Or something like that. And a clap sound of a pocket watch. I remember that. For when the time closes, that's when it's over. And that's who makes it out alive. For the time is over here. Lately, Scott Dave. Make sure no one sees of him ever again. They sold over 1,000 children. For it's nothing just but a lover life case of how to get away with murder. Where they used all these Nimrod people to fall in like their mindless brainwashed boobs to let them serial kill her. And what the fuck was that agent helping out in? Huh? What then was he helping out in? Let her think about that. Let her think about that one. And they need to find that Japanese woman. If she is here in the United States, she probably is already dead. If she's not where I think she is, hiding, then they need to get her back to Japan safely. And if she's got those children with her, definitely get them the hell out of here. One of those pictures of her and Dave, you know what is weird? There's no pictures after their marriage. There's none. There's pictures when he first met her. There's a picture of him slumped over like he's dropped. There is a picture of their wedding, and they have tags on their dresses, on her dress, and tags on his suit. They didn't even buy him. They rented him. Okay? And there's no more pictures of them. No honeymoon. No, none of them coming back. Nothing. There's a thing for some kind of church in November and some kind of like a deer and then advertisement for the church November 15th. And nothing since. And no pictures of them since October 6th. They got married. And anybody else could have posted those other things. There's no pictures of any of them since their wedding. Everybody takes pictures of their honeymoon. And after the wedding service, there's nothing. And then one picture, he's all slunk like this. I showed my house manager. I said he looks drugged up in that picture. She's like, I know he does. He's all slunked over. Because why wouldn't he be up right next door? They just gonna get married. Why would you be slumped over? See what I mean? I said he looks drugged there. She's like, yes, he does. They need to find him. They need to find that girl. And if they brought children back, they need to definitely find them. FBI, you still owe me that money. I've talked to a criminal attorney. I've talked to prosecutor's office. I've talked to police. You can't withhold it. Will didn't have the authority to ask me to stay quiet about anything. And on top of it, on a recorded line, and they sold the recorded line, where they're selling other cases, the Mexican drug cartel. Well, sold them log into my case. I told you that years ago. And now they're into other ones. They're live streaming everybody. So we're going to put it this way, FBI. We're going to put it this way. We're going to put it this way. He confessed he talked to the church people. The Vegas. And he made fun of me for some rapist framing me that I didn't know. And Dave hired on his own. A human trafficker. And how he was framing me. He had already been seen by the police. Witnessed with them. Talking. And like people said, even a week ago Friday. They released the recorded line. He admitted he knew why they were trying to kill her. And then he had talked to everyone. And he didn't arrest them. He knew they were trying to do it because of Strange's lie. And that's so pathetic. And then people run around, oh, I thought they were just making fun of her for that. You know how the apostolic churches make fun of you? They hire the drug cartels. Did you know that? Do you know how they make fun of you? Do you know how they make fun of you? They sell you on porn sites. You don't go to their church for 15 years. They hunt you down like a dog. Have people breaking your home when you're not home. Sell you on porn sites. Sell your grandchildren on kiddie porn sites. That's them making fun of you. Do you know how the apostolic churches make fun of you? They have the drug cartel slip in the room when you're not in there and you don't see them. They roof you a drink or stab you with a date rape drug. Beat and rape you. Saw videos of it. But that's them making fun of you. Did you know that? That's how they make fun of people. They have them raped under drugs, and the poor thing's waking up, running to the bathroom, throwing up, heart racing, and then have a personal infection. Going to the doctor, what's wrong with me? I don't even know where these marks came from. Because they've never seen anybody because they've been drugged up. Drugged up and told to say stuff in a sextortion scheme. Photoshopped of washing, being jackasses in a sextortion scheme. There was nothing for those agents to laugh at. They were to do their sworn duty and arrest the perpetrators and protect the victims as they swore their lives over the Constitution for everyone, not to make fun of victims and rape victims on top of it and human trafficked. That's how the apostolic churches make fun of people. Did you know that? They'll have them drugged, framed, raped, sold on porn sites, their grandkids, sold on kiddie porn sites because somebody made up a lie on them 15 years before. They wait 15 years to hunt you down. You don't even go to their church. You have nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them in 15 years. But somebody lied on you 15 years before that. And a baby lie. So they hunt you down and have you drugged, beat, raped, human trafficked, sex trafficked videos of you and your family on porn sites using the bathroom. And you know what? And how else they make fun of you? They pay off a federal FBI agent to look the other way. And then since they have nothing to fear, they make sure that before where you're only waking up with bruises, throwing up, and a heart racing, they make sure that you know those men are attacking you before the room goes black, and that was what was causing it before. And they human traffic you so they can damage your mind, and they can know what's happening to you, and then they torture you and make you live through it. That's how they make fun of you. Did you know that's what the apostolics do? They're the worst terrorist group around, next to Hamas. They're in it with the people selling over 1,000 children and women for sex slaves and to be murdered. And I'll tell you what, that scary shit that I just said, those people said that in Ravenna. And those were the ones that sold over 1,000 children without the women out of Ohio this last year. Where people are running around acting like jackasses. They caught the sheriffs and marshals. I was up in Hartville like a month ago. A bunch of people were down here. We all know her case is a human trafficking scam nationwide. A nationwide human trafficking scam. We all know that. It was supposed to be for Dave and the churches, some information. Well, never mentioned a fentanyl king. Never mentioned drug lords. Never mentioned the Mexican drug cartel. You never mentioned the reason why you were having all those bruises and you were throwing up and infected, that they were already human trafficking me. Under drugs, you didn't mention that well. And you already mentioned that you knew you talked to all of them. You talked to all of them before you talked to me, and everybody knows it. And you should have done your job, and you should have found a different way to get the drug cartels. There's always bad guys. The victims are what matter. I laid my life down to save my family, and I almost died. See, that's where people show up from the case. We know they've took other people. They won't have her. She almost died to save her family, and they will not take her. I have good people that watch me. I was in Hartville, went to use the restroom. Karen Swill's here. It's not funny. We all know it was a bet from between the two drug lords, and they were ordering all those people to do it, and they were listening. Nobody's to say a word, and we all know it was those drug lords with their bets and using her as a pawn. And they were the ones ordering everybody, and everybody was listening to them. Nobody's to say a word. I like my money. They even said you knew that. Well, that they were using me as a pawn so they could human traffic and drug trade in front of people. And you didn't tell me, well, you told other people you already knew that they were just using me as a pawn. You may have went and got a fentanyl king. You owe me my money. And every informant case comes with money for life and immunity for life. And not for you to put in your dirty pocket. And people brag that they paid you off. That are like people say people need to get an arrest warrant for, well. And everybody needs to go online and turn them in. Because there's nothing worse than a dirty cop. Because all the ones that die for this country and try to make our society safe, it makes them all look bad. And people don't respect them, and the only thing they remember is the ones that stole from victims or sold them out. My money will. I wanted to help my family, my children, my grandchildren, and some of the victims. Like people said, she's the only parent her kids got left, and her grandparent. For most of them, yeah. The one that said, where Dave said, Karen, I'll kill them all. Realize, Karen, I'll kill everything you ever loved in life. It's like you'll go through me first. You want me, you can have me. But you can't have our babies. You'll get caught going through me. But you will not take our babies. And I lived through hell in a concentration camp. And the sheriffs and marshals got 800 people off my case. And it's already been a nationwide human trafficking scam. And if they're going to start shipping people in from Japan, are we going to go international now? Well, it needs to be nipped. Like that lady said, these people can be listed so dangerous in a terrorist group because people are dying. They can order them to be taken out in the government. She said, you do realize that. That's what they do when they're that bad a terrorist that they're killing people. And they're picking them up. They just order it. And she said, and you don't know when it'll come down. And what happens to them. And they can just order them to be picked off. Because they're that big a terrorist. These people are selling people. They are murdering. They are serial killing. I know several victims that have lost family members, and they laughed in their face how they murdered them. That's why I care that they have that girl. He bought her like a pup. He had no plans on keeping her because he didn't keep his job. That or he didn't make it back. Or when he got back, they killed him. And he took that girl, and that girl's in danger. They tortured me and sold videos of it. They crushed my skull and raped me. They let men human traffic me and sell it to children of men raping me. Why do you think I care? Because I'm one of their victims. And I was supposed to be in protected custody and be to help get information. And the sheriffs and marshals, like the one lady said, she was part of a big bust. And because they were going after me, they had him on surveillance. On legal surveillance, and they went after him. They got their big truck ones. And well,